What's up, Cinemaniacs? I am here and I am Shane. Just in case you didn't know that, Shane Moore, this guy right here. I'm finally going to bring you my anticipated list for 2015. Granted, I've seen a few movies that have been in 2015. Mordecai, Wedding Ringer. We're not even close. They weren't even on the cusp of getting into my 2015 list. The one that was on the cusp was The Kingsman, which I have seen, and you can check out my review on the Movie House channel. It was the first one I ever did, so cut me a little bit of slack before you give me too much grief for it. So let's just get right into this. Let's go into the movies that were on the cusp list. I'm going to go real quick through these. Movies that were on the cusp were movies like Pitch Perfect 2, the new Pan movie that's coming out, Tomorrowland, Chappie, Spectre, the Whitey Bulger film that's untitled as of right now. Other ones are like Mockingjay Part 2, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I can't wait. That's such a great cast with Henry Cavill, Armie Hammer. I mean, that should be a really fun movie, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that it does well enough to spawn a franchise. As of right now, this is my top 10 list. This is going to be pretty much in order. It might shift from time to time, the more trailers we get and all that kind of stuff, but as of right now, number 10 is Mission Impossible 5. This movie, the only trouble that it's going to have is it is coming out December 25th, which is the same time as another huge franchise. So it could have a little trouble making its money, but hopefully it'll be a little bit of a counterbalance. Like all the people that are trying to go see this big name, then maybe they'll go see Mission Impossible 5. So Mission Impossible 5 should do pretty well, I'm hoping, because this was a franchise that I've always liked, and I feel like the last 2, 3, and 4 are some of the best ones they've done yet. The next movie that I'm looking forward to, number 9 on this list, is Cinderella. Yes, I am looking forward to the live-action Cinderella movie. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw the trailer. I was skeptical beforehand. All we saw was the glass slipper, and the trailer sold me. I love the cast. I cannot wait to see this movie. I do enjoy the original animated movie, but I don't enjoy them as much as I do some of the later ones like that happened in the 90s, like The Little Mermaid and Sleeping Beauty, which we just got some brand new news on that as well. Check the CIneBros page, facebook.com/CIneBros, to see the new news on the Beauty and the Beast movie. Other movies like that I'm really excited for this to kind of get a live action adaptation. Number 8 on this list is Ted 2. The first one was so funny, so original. I love the comedy timing between Seth MacFarlane as the bear and Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg, I'm not a huge fan of him as a dramatic actor, but I am a huge fan of him as comedies and action, especially if it's a comedic action kind of movie like the other guys. I love him in that kind of role, and I cannot wait for Ted 2. This movie is going to be that R-rated comedy that's going to make a buttload of money, and I will be there opening night with everybody else to watch this movie. Number 7 on this list is going to be a movie that just got bumped from, it was supposed to come out, I believe, in a month or two, and it just got bumped to Oscar bait season, and that is In the Heart of the Sea. Now, this is one of those movies that will probably do something like American Sniper, where it'll come on, be a huge hit, and make a buttload of money over the course of weeks after, because of all the Oscar buzz that it will likely get. Movie about Moby Dick, the legend that is Moby Dick. I am a big Ron Howard fan, and I'm looking forward to this. Number 6 on this list would have to be Mad Max Fury Road. Now, everybody has probably seen this trailer by now, and it is stunning. When you have a lead like Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, it's tough to go wrong, and I feel like Charlize Theron is going to probably be almost the lead in this movie. I think you're going to get a mixture of both, but I think that it's going to focus more on her character. I could be wrong. It could really focus on both, but I just can't see how this movie is going to go wrong. It looks absolutely incredible, and I am looking forward to this movie so much. I hope that Mel Gibson makes a cameo. That would be perfect. Number 5 is a movie that doesn't have a title yet, and I am basically going off of this because of 2 things. 1, Tom Hanks. 2, Steven Spielberg. They are teaming up to make this Cold War movie. It doesn't have a title yet. I don't know anything about it, but I trust in those 2. I trust in Tom Hanks as an actor, and I trust in Steven Spielberg so much. He is my favorite director of all time. I cannot wait to see this movie, even though I don't know anything about it. Number 4 is another movie that I am incredibly psyched about, and that is The Revenant. Just posted a couple of pictures on the CIneBros page. You got a little glimpse to see what Leonardo DiCaprio looks like, and he is looking fierce. And I don't know if you know much about the movie, but essentially, Leonardo DiCaprio's character is looking to get revenge on Tom Hardy's character because I believe Leonardo DiCaprio was attacked by a bear and Tom Hardy left him to die. I'm in. Take my money now. I'm in. Number 3 is going to be a big surprise standout of the year, and that is Inside Out, Disney Pixar movie. I just have a feeling this movie is going to hit on every level. Like, this is going to be like the Toy Story type of Pixar movie, the Incredibles kind of. It's going to be so much better than every other animated film that comes out this year. Going to be a hands down favorite for Oscar season. Now, I probably would have thought that the Lego movie might have had a really good chance, but so who knows what's going to happen. Number 2, now we're getting into the seriousness, and that is Avengers Age of Ultron. I am looking forward to this movie so much, mainly due to the fact that it is Ultron. We're getting the Avenger team back together again. I can't wait to see how this all boils down, to see, where Iron Man and the Avengers team kind of part ways a little, and, what happens with Hulk and all this kind of stuff. But mainly, I'm really psyched to see Ultron, because one thing that we know for sure is that Marvel does not do a very good job with their villains. I really think they've done a very poor job at selling me that their villains are something to be afraid of. I'm hoping that Ultron is going to really hit that home, because that he has that quality that's, I'm going to do for you what you can't do for you, and that is fix you. And the way to fix you is to get rid of you. That's the only way. Wipe you out. You're messed up. We're going to fix this disease, and we are going to get rid of you. And you can start from scratch. Good luck. That is Ultron. I love his character. So menacing. Can't wait to see how it plays out on the big screen. If I could buy my tickets right now, I would. Number 1 on this list, of course, is Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I really am not. I like Star Wars a lot. Do I love Star Wars? I'm getting there. I really started to fall in love with that franchise, not because of the prequels. The prequels kind of reintroduced it to me, because I saw the originals when I was much younger. It didn't really hit home with me when I saw it. But as I got a little older, I saw the prequels. I kind of revisited the originals, and I ended up liking them a lot more than I originally did. But then the Clone Wars came out on TV, and I started to really fall in love with Star Wars. And now I'm at a point where I'm just starting to read one of the books. I just can't get enough, and I am really looking forward to see what J.J. Abrams can do with this. And so far, everything that we've got in the teaser trailer, everything has been amazing, and I cannot wait to see this on the big screen in IMAX. I might have to wait in line for 3 weeks ahead of time, but I am going to see this. If I could see a screening for it, I can't even talk. Like, that would be amazing. That is my top 10 anticipated list. There are some movies that I'm sure you're wondering, where are they on my list? Some movies that I really do want to see, because I want to see how it turns out, but I have a feeling they're not going to be as good as they should be. Some of those movies are Vacation. It's basically the original cast. They're kind of passing the torch down to their kids, because Rusty's older. He's going to be taking his kids on a vacation now, and I'm sure the grandparents, Chevy Chase, will be coming along with. I really want this franchise to be really good again. I just think there's going to be too much pressure. The jokes might get too forced. I just have a feeling that it's not going to be that great. Another one is Hitman 47. That's because it's a video game, and video game franchises haven't been very good. Although I didn't mind the first Hitman movie, but I just don't think that this is going to do very well. I'm still going to go see it. I think it's going to get hurt because of the first Hitman movie. Of course, Fantastic Four. I haven't heard anything good come out of anybody's mouth about this movie, and you have a fantastic cast. You have Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller, Kate Martin, yada yada yada, all these great actors, but I haven't heard anything good. I'm just hoping that we see a trailer and I'm just blown away, take this right off my worry list, and get ready to go to the movies. And the last two that I'm really kind of worried about is, one is Jurassic World. Now, if you told me ahead of time, is this on your top 10 list before I saw the trailer? I'd say hell yeah. Then I saw the trailer, and I watched it a couple of times and I liked it, but there were certain parts that I didn't like. And the more I watched the trailer, the less I liked it. I felt like Chris Pratt didn't really seem to fit that role. I felt like a lot of the CG, and granted, the CG can get corrected before it debuts, but it just kind of hit me as like, I want to see like the original Jurassic Park. I want to see that kind of style. I want to feel like the dinosaurs are real. And so far from what I've seen, not so much. Like those raptors running along Chris Pratt didn't really do it for me. Even that big thing that they created and came out of the ocean and ate the shark, that was, I just hope that the CG gets fixed and becomes like it's more realistic. And the last one is Ant-Man. And I know I might get some flack for this. I'm worried about it, just not because of Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd, love Michael Douglas. I just, you had a lot of the problems with Edgar Wright at the beginning, and then you had some actors drop out. All this stuff happens all the time. It does. I just don't see it. Like, I watched the trailer, the little teaser that they gave us, and I wasn't impressed. I didn't really think, I felt like I should have gotten like a chill when I saw him riding off on that insect. I didn't. I looked at it, I was like, I'm hoping that the next trailer will give me some more information, so this way I'm not worried anymore. But as of right now, I would just have to say that I'm worried about Ant-Man. I think this could be one of their worst films to date. And then I'm wondering if Ant-Man will make future appearances. I don't know. I mean, Hulk is one of my favorite movies, the one with Edward Norton. The reins were given to Mark Ruffalo after that, but I don't know. I'm a little worried about this one. Hulk is a different character, a different being that you can kind of add into a group and he becomes better. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but Ant-Man is also on my worried list. Well, that's it for me. I've already gone way too long. So in the meantime, click that subscriber button. Trying to get to 100. As soon as I get to 100, I will give away a free digital download to one lucky subscriber. And you can also visit us on the CIneBros page, Facebook page, which is facebook.com/the CIneBros. You can email us if you have any questions at thecineBros@gmail.com. I hope you'd enjoyed my top 10 anticipated list. In the meantime, I will see you soon.